Hola everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I already have my base makeup on, my foundation, concealer and powder. I was just going to skip straight onto the eyes, but I think I might actually finish off my skin first before I do start on the eyes. So because I have powdered and baked and everything, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Beauty Shield just to give my face a wee little spritz first of all. Kapow! I think I'm going to do a makeup tutorial inspired by my top. I don't know, it's the end of August, it's the end of summer. Honestly, the summer has flown in so quickly. It kind of came to my attention that I have yet to do like a neon makeup look, and I have been asked before, and this isn't necessarily going to be like a full-on dedicated neon makeup tutorial because I don't actually have much neon products, but I think I might do something a wee bit yellow and orange today and we pop of neon somewhere. But I'm just first off going to highlight. I'm going to use the Colour versus Skin highlight palette. A mixture between these two bottom shades here. Oh my god, can you even see that? Soft Champagne and Arctic Shimmer. As we all know, I like to highlight the skin first of all and then go in and apply my blush and bronzer. So I just turned my exposure down a wee bit. Maybe you can see a wee bit better now because I don't like anything to be too bright. I'm kind of in the process of what the hell? Kind of in the process of purchasing new lights, something that I'm trying to invest in really, because the lights that I am looking at are not cheap. But as I say, it's an investment. So next up for blush, I'm going to be using another palette from Colour versus Skin, and this is their Luminous Blush palette. I did get these products sent out to me in PR. This is their blush palette, which I think is absolutely beautiful. The one reason for that is because I find it's very different, it's very unique, such as these shades here. I have a lot of blushers, like singles and palettes, but I just kind of find that I don't actually have any of these blush shades in my collection, so for that I just find it really nice and different and unique. And also, taking aside this shade, but these three shades here, if you have a darker skin tone, this palette is going to look absolutely beautiful on you. I'm going to try this blush here, Curious. And I'm just going to apply that to the apple of my cheekies. It's actually blending out really nicely as well. I'm going to be using this Perfectly Sculpted 6 shade powder contour palette, and this is by Jolie Beauty. I also got this in PR. I was actually thinking of doing a full dedicated makeup tutorial with basically a full face of PR makeup, but I don't actually know if I have a full face. Anyway, just going to mixture between these two. And I think I'll treat you today. I think I'll do my eyebrows on camera because I hate doing my eyebrows. Let me know, is that something you actually do like? Like, do you like actually watching people doing their eyebrows on camera, or do you actually find it as boring as I do? Sometimes I don't mind if it's done every now and again. The eyebrow brush I always use is by Ciara Daly, and I do have a discount code down below. But I just like to use the spoolie to just brush upwards whatever brow hair that I do have. And then for my eyebrow pomade, I'm going to use this wee one from MEA. It's the powderbrow. So this stuff is actually nearly done, and I find that whenever a eyebrow pomade starts to actually run out, it starts to get a wee bit stiffer. And because I do my eyebrows after I powder and everything, it just kind of makes it that wee bit harder to actually apply the pomade. So I actually just apply it just in the center of my hand. And that actually kind of melts the product a wee bit, so then it's actually easier to do the eyebrow. So then once I have that shape outlined, I don't like to take in much more product, I just like to fill that in. And then once it comes to the front of the brow, I just kind of like to blend that line up the way. And then turn my brush and kind of just make like wee thick eyebrow hair lines. And then I always like to kind of go back and forth with that spoolie just to actually disperse that product through my brow. I cannot live without brow gel. Something I never thought I would ever be obsessed with, like blush. I just don't understand it, like, why do you need to set your brows? They ain't going nowhere. The eyebrow gel I'm actually loving at the minute is from the drugstore, and it's the Rommel London Brow This Way brow styling gel, and it is clear. So I'm just taking this Jolie palette. I'm going to take the lightest shade. I'm going to lightly set my eyes. Not too much though, because I'm still wanting there to be a wee bit of tack. So now onto the eyes. Ooh! I have so many eye products here that I want to play with. I haven't a clue what I'm going to do. I have glitter, I have gels, I have pigments, I have palettes. We're going to get a wee bit creative today, but probably not. I also have these Colour vs Skin eyeshadow palettes also. This one here is the I Dreamt I Was a... No, literally, it just says ... It wasn't as if it was a bad word that I wasn't allowed to say or anything. So that's what the palette looks like here. This white shade here, it must have broke whenever it was in transit to me, but it's not really an issue because I don't really use white eyeshadows anyway. So it just has a mixture of matte shades, shimmer shades, and then these three shades at the bottom are pressed glitters. And then we have the next one, which is Beach Heaven eyeshadow palette, and oh god, again we have a mixture of mattes and shimmers, and then the three rows at the bottom are pressed glitters also. So I think I'm going to dabble into the orange. And then I also have these two singles from Makeup Revolution. These ones here, we have a really bright neon. I don't even know if they do these anymore, these are so old, but I've literally just took the sticker off. This is brand new, I haven't even opened it yet, and it's in the shade Acid, which I love that name. I'm actually going to use a clean makeup brush today. Get me. Yeah, I'm going to use this one. So I'm actually going to use this first of all just in my crease. Going to use a Jessup Luxe crease brush. The best brushes in my opinion if you're on a budget, if you're just starting off, whatever. You can buy a set of these brushes on eBay for about 25 to 30 pounds I think. Not too sure, I can't remember. But they will honestly last you a lifetime. They're the best brushes, and even after they're washed and everything, they're still amazing. I love them. I have repurchased these brushes I don't know how many times now, and I love them. They're absolutely fab. So I'm just going to place this shadow just in my crease. I'm just going to build and blend that shade out just as I go. It's actually not as coming off as pigmented as I kind of wanted it to, but I'm actually okay with it because I'm just going to be laying this down as a transition first of all, and then I'm going to be putting the orange on top of it, so it's no big deal. Please excuse my mouth situation. I don't even know if I want to bring it up because then you'll be looking at it. Don't look at it. But recently, if you have been keeping up to date with my recent videos, you would know that I have started to shave my face, and I think I need to shave my face again. I was going to do a video on it, but I'm not going to bother because I literally do the same routine as Jaclyn Hill and Carly Bible. But I was actually maybe thinking of doing it on my vlog because I have started to a daily vlog now. So I was actually thinking of featuring it in my vlog instead of actually making like a full dedicated video. And I had talked about it on Snapchat as well. And the main question and reply that I had got whenever I was talking about it was, does your hair grow back darker or thicker? And honestly, the answer is no. That is the one thing that was making me put it off for so long, because obviously we're female, we don't want to have a beard. We're trying to get rid of a wee bit of peach fuzz, but we don't want to have a beard. Do you know what? We're all human around here. I don't care, it's normal. It's only a bit of bloody hair, we all have it. But I would get the odd black hair around this area here, and I would get a lot of black hairs on my chin. Before I go any further, I'm going to go in with this palette here and take that orange shade. But the hair that you are shaving off, it will grow back the state that it was whenever you removed it. So for example, if you have like wee blonde peach fuzz around your cheek area, it's going to grow back as peach fuzz. Whereas whenever I remove the hairs that I have that are blacker and thicker, they still grow back black and thick, if that makes sense. So whatever shape that the hair is in, whenever you remove it, that's the way it's going to grow back. So 100% it does not grow back thicker or blacker or anything. I've done it about 3 times now and perfect. So this is in the shade Cocktails, and as you can see I'm just placing this just right in that crease. Just like that yellow shade, I'm just applying and blending as I go, just building up that colour just within that crease. I keep on going back into this shade here and just lightly dusting those edges. We don't want no harsh lines. I'm just going to take a flat brush and going into this orange shade. I'm going to pack this just all over the lid. Just bringing it right into that inner corner as well. Oh, that's looking so tasty. And I'm going to go in with that orange brush again. Just now focus on blending those two shades together. So next I'm just going to take this Revolution Pro Pigment Pomade in the shade Lemon Yellow. It's obviously yellow. And I think I'm going to put this on my waterline. So I'm just going to grab a bit. And I have noticed that these are a wee bit stiff to work with. So I'm also going to apply it just in the centre of my hand just to warm up the product so it's easier to work with. Will I put some of this yellow shadow on it? Or I also have this Stargazer eye dust, and it's very neon. Not for the faint-hearted. Well, we're gonna do it! Okay, I can deal with that. That feels fine. I then have this glitter. I don't know what I'm gonna do. The Rid glitter primer. I'm just gonna take this just on the back of my hand. Just like so. That's probably just all I need. That's probably actually too much, but oh well. And I'm just gonna randomly just put wee specks of this just all over my lid, right up to the crease. And this is where I'm just going to randomly place like the wee bits of glitter. I'm just going to use this Sleek Dip It eyeliner, and then I'm just going to apply some lashes, and then I'll come back and I will finish off the rest. Okay, so I'm just going to go into this palette. I'm going to take that cocktail shade. I'm going to take it just in a wee shader brush, and I'm just going to run this just along the lower lash line. So for my lips, I'm going to be using the Colour vs Skin liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Fair Minded. So I'm actually just going to wait until that dries down, and then I think I'm going to apply a gloss. I'm going to use the Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer in the shade Tease. I was really tempted to put this Stargazer eye dust in the inner corner just as a pop of neon.